Hey, welcome back to the channel. I am feeling super called to continue doing these readings, so here we are. Today's is going to be all about what good news can you look forward to? What is something good that we can look forward to, because we have been doing some hard work here on this channel, in this community. I can tell because I have, so that means you probably have as well. Anyways, I'm going to pull 3 cards for our 3 groups, and then we will dive into the messages. So let's start. It's going to be card number 1 for group 1. What can we look forward to? One more time. Oop, I'm not going to flip it yet. We'll do that when we get in to the reading. Group 2. And group 3. What can we look forward to? Some good news, please. I feel like I need to shuffle this one one more time. All right. There is card 3. Oh, there's 2. Feel this one. All right, those are your 3 cards to choose from. So group 1, group 2, group 3. Feel free to pause here, meditate on the cards, meditate on your group or groups. You may want to listen to multiple. And let's get started with group 1. All right, what can we look forward to? Tuning in here. I feel a sense of a renewed happiness and optimism coming in for you. A renewed sense, it feels like rejuvenation to me. It feels like a blossoming, like, oh man, like the flowers smell so great, as if you haven't smelled flowers in a long time. It just seems like kind of like when you come out fresh out of a shower and you're just like, oh, I needed that. I feel so good now. I feel so clean. I just feel like I could take a full deep breath. It feels really good. It feels really good. So if you've been feeling a bit like stagnant and saggy and stale, that's coming to an end. It's gonna come to an end. Probably sooner than you think. So let's get into it. What do we have to look forward to? Yeah, I'm not surprised to see Wheel of Fortune coming back in here. As things are changing, your feeling, well, I want to say feelings, but like your circumstances, your feelings around your circumstances are changing. Okay. Let's start. Let's go with that. Okay, what I'm seeing here is that you had this sense, or maybe this is current, and if this is tapping into how you currently feel, just know that this is what we have to look forward to. Okay, so we're going to be moving out of this energy. But it's almost like your joys, you have been feeling as if your joys or your happiness have been locked away, like behind a barrier, like there's an obstacle to them, or for some reason they've been out of reach, and you feel separated from them in a way. As if like you can't get to them. For some reason, there's some kind of like barriers or limitations to reaching this joy, this happiness. Because I'm seeing it here, like this heart behind these swords, it's like it's locked away. And for whatever reason, you feel like it's unreachable for you. Which is not true. might I add. But yeah, it feels here like I'm getting the sense that you who chose this pile have been feeling very kind of like just tired, depleted, tired. You're like this cat with the broom, and you're just like, I'm so just done with cleaning and cleansing, and just, I need a break. I just want to lay down and rest and just take a cat nap. And yeah, it just seems like you're trying to find this ease back in your life again. This easeful state, this easeful energy where you can kind of just enjoy things and just live. It feels like a smoother life where you're not pushing the boulder up the hill anymore. Yeah. You've been doing a lot of hard work, is what I'm seeing. Very hard worker, whether it's with your career or just in general, like things you've been processing with like self-development and improving, shadow work, things like that as well. But regardless, you've been putting in some kind of really hard work in your life in this like most recent phase. And it's like you work, and then at some point comes a time to pause and relax and rest and receive. And I feel like that's what's going to be coming in. You're going to feel lighter. There's a lightness in here. All right, so let me see what else we have. One more. This pink one. Yeah, I feel here like you've been on this horse for a long time. We got two different horses here. Super hard worker is what I'm seeing. Super hard worker. And I feel like in some way, it's almost like there's been a bit of clash between, let's see, how should I describe this? I almost feel like these two energies are clashing, where it's like you're trying to work hard and establish things for yourself and try and get like all your ducks in a row, and you're in very much this mode of like get ish done, right? Like get ish done. But at the same time, there's like this force in you that wants to like enjoy and slow down and just be. I really feel a sense of just be, because Knight of Cups is typically like, I'm not even really reading this traditionally. I'm just going based off of like the intuitive energy I'm getting, but it's like typically someone who's a bit more in tune with their emotional self and is able to flow much easier. Whereas Knight of Swords, I mean, what are swords? They're like a straight line, right? You're very linear. You're very like, okay, point A to point B, let's get this done. Whereas Knight of Cups is like, oh, okay, we're going to flow a bit more here and just kind of let the flow work for us rather than us jamming our sword everywhere trying to get stuff done. And it's not that you have to lean into one or the other. It's that both of these energies are there. And I think there's been a little bit of I don't know if maybe you felt dragged a bit more to one than the other. And maybe it feels like it's been a bit conflicted for you. But in essence, what I'm seeing here is this is what's coming forward. This sense of like coming back home to yourself, to this feeling lighter, feeling more nourished, feeling like you can let go and just be. Like I keep feeling this just be, because you've been pushing very, very hard. But that's going to change. That's going to change because, change is the only constant. That's really all we can always rely on. Everything is temporary. So this energy of you really working very hard and very focused to achieve things, you're slowly going to come into a new phase. Actually, I wouldn't even say slowly. I feel steadily. I feel like you're steadily going to come into this new phase where you can feel a bit more, okay, I can let go of the wheel and I'm going to be able to coast a bit. I'm going to be able to coast. I don't have to keep my foot on the gas the entire time flooring it, or I can just ease off the pedal and I'm still going to be moving forward. Still going to be moving in a forward direction. Yeah. Let's keep going. Anything else for group 1? Add 2 for this. Oh, why is that upside? Sure, I'll take it. I was like, why is that facing up already? Okay. Let's see. Any more? Is that it? Yes, let's see. Yeah, I see you've been striving very, very hard to build something that's long lasting and very secure and stable. Like, you are very focused on succeeding in this goal that you're trying to manifest. I don't want to say manifest. You are manifesting this, but you're building it, and it's requiring you to put in labor, like actual physical labor, whether it's like mental labor, like putting in ideas, or physical work, like doing physical things to bring this into your reality. You've been working very hard. Very, very hard. I think you've been a bit hard on yourself as well, because I am seeing here this scene of like, I don't know if you get this reference, great, but I'm seeing this scene from like Prince of Egypt in the beginning of the movie. I think it's not Disney, I forget who it is, but basically in the beginning of the movie, people are building the pyramids and they're getting whipped because they're not building fast enough. And I kind of sense like, that's the image they're giving me, is like, you've been very hard on yourself to hurry up and get this thing here now. But it's just not going to come right away. Rome isn't going to be built in a day. And I've said that before in other readings, but it just keeps coming through because it's not. You don't have to work harder than you need to. It's going to come about. So there's no need to push yourself to your limits to try and get it to come faster, because it's going to come in its time. Yeah, I feel here it's almost like you're trying very hard to unlock this thing sooner than it's going to be here. But it's going to come. Ace of Pentacles, without a doubt, this is a new opportunity here for you. It's a new opportunity. I feel like it's a brand new blossoming chapter. Keep getting 2s for you. Lucky 2s. High Priestess, 6 of Pentacles. I think it's like you've been so focused on it. So focused on whether it's like getting that coin or like building this goal, achieving some kind of like, success. And I feel like you're trying to prove this to yourself more than anything. I feel like you want to prove to yourself that you can do this. I don't really feel like you're trying to push so much for the acceptance or like the glamour that other people will see in it. It's all about you. Like, I get you're trying to do this for yourself, but there's no need to like, you know, whip yourself over it. It's gonna happen. It's gonna come. You're literally a human, okay? Especially if you're doing this on your own. I don't know if you have like a team or like a group project going on or whatever it is, but you know, if you are taking this solo, show yourself some grace. You're doing the best that you can. I feel like I keep being drawn to the Ace of Pentacles. So let's see what else this guy has to say to us. Ace of Pence, Ace of Swords. Queen of Cups. One more. Okay. I'm sensing a bit more patience here is what will help you in transitioning out of this like push, push, push energy into this more like, okay, I can flow, I can coast, and things are still going to be happening. You know, the ball is still going to keep turning for me. I just feel this sense of like ease and patience. You know what's interesting is I feel this scene of, you know, in like the movies and the shows where there would be like this maiden or this girl and she's waiting for her sailor to return from sea or like from the army or whatever it is, come back from war. I'm sensing almost like that feeling of I trust that it's going to come to me. I trust that, you know, I'm waiting. I don't know if so-and-so will return, when they'll return, but I'm going to trust. And I'm going to be here when they come back, when they come to me. When this comes to me, I'll be ready to receive it. And in the meantime, it's up to me to like trust and keep praying for it as well, as what I'm seeing here. Like, you know, it doesn't matter whatever your spiritual belief is. You're going to keep wishing for it, right? You're going to keep asking like, okay, you know, please give this to me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And all that. Like gratitude as well. It seems like have faith is what it's telling you here. This is really going to help because you have this beautiful opportunity that's, it really is going to come to you because you are working very hard towards it. You know, why wouldn't it come to you? Is probably a better question. Why wouldn't it? It is going to happen. And, you know, you have the sword, you literally have the strategy, the intellect, like, you know what you need to do to make this happen. And I almost feel here like you could work smarter, not harder. Lean more into working like, I can let go. I don't have to like work myself to the bone. All I have to do is have faith that I'm putting in a little bit of work every day and it's going to pay off. It's going to culminate. It's going to culminate, and they're drawing me back to the Queen of Cups. Yeah, I feel here like lean into this energy of I have faith, I'm patient, I'm going to trust. I know it's all working out for me. Because this is what's going to keep you going in, you know, in between, look at this, like these two energies that are sandwiching it, where it's like, oh, I'm so conflicted, like I gotta get all this done, I gotta da-da-da-da-da, it's so chaotic. And here it's almost like, man, I don't know, I'm looking down, it's just, I don't know, I'm so doubtful, it just, I'm not sure, I'm all alone, you know, even though you're in this beautiful place. you know, and it's like everything's blossoming around you. Queen of Cups. She knows. She's super intuitive. She trusts. She has faith. She's in the flow. She doesn't worry. She doesn't worry, and she's not like triggered by the pacing of it or anything like that. She just is. And that's what we started the reading with, right? It's like, you just need to be. So, let me see, is that it? Yeah, I feel like that is it. I hope that that resonated for you. Please let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. We are going to move on to group 2. Okay. Group 2, this was your card. Seasonal Harvest. Okay. Let me see what is coming through for you here. What do we have to look forward to? I really want to say that summertime is coming in very strong here for you. There is going to be a significant shift in the summer. That's for sure. Because I'm seeing like sunshine and like a lot of activity going on. There's a lot of things that you are going to be busy with, not necessarily in a work sense, but like busy living life. Busy living life. Ooh, I love that. Okay. So what can we look forward to? It's funny because I feel this sense of like, oh man, all this, like for me, it's almost like you're gonna have so many options of things happening around you that you're not even really gonna know, like, what do you choose to focus on? Okay, let me pull a few and then we will, whoa, get going. Oh man. I always know whenever they fly off the table, it's gonna be a good one. This one. And I feel like that's it for now. Okay, let's see. I'm really feeling the sense of like, let your inner whimsy out. Like you've been, I don't know if you've just felt like, okay, hang on, let me tune in here real quick because I don't feel like there's anything in particular that is like imposing this on you, but I feel like for whatever reason, I'm getting this image of like when they rehabilitate animals and, you know, wild animals, they put them out in the wild in a cage and then they open the door. And typically like some animals will just like run out immediately, but others will kind of very apprehensively start to come out. And I feel like that's what I'm seeing here for you, is that you are, you know, kind of like unsure of whether, of like letting yourself open and be seen, and like your true nature just coming out there, like your inner child, your inner whimsy. But I feel like it is safe for you to do so. You know, to be seen as this like magical, whatever, unicorn, fairy, wizard, witch, you know, whatever you want to call yourself, this like fantastical thing that you are. Like it is safe for you to just like come out and let yourself embody that. I really do feel like it's like letting your inner child, your inner dreamer just be seen, just be embodied and embraced. And perhaps that's what it's going to, perhaps around the summertime, you know? Obviously this is not something that necessarily happens in like one day. you know, where you decide, okay, I'm going to just blast open the doors and suddenly be my authentic self. Like you take like little steps, and every day you kind of start to embrace that seed and water and nurture, and it will grow, it will take root, and then start to blossom. Okay, that's a lot. We have the Chariot. Let me see. That's a lot. We'll do this one. Ace of Cups. Oh, wow. I feel a new chapter of embracing your authentic self. Yeah, and I feel like this is... Wait a minute. Did I say unicorn earlier? Because that's literally what this is. If I didn't say it out loud, I can't remember anymore, but wow, that's really funny because that's what I was thinking. Okay, so... Okay, I got it. So what I'm seeing is like there's this new pathway that's opening up because I'm seeing like a road that's opening, and it's to like greater embodiment of your like magic, of like your whimsy, your, you know, I want to say authentic self, but it just seems like that term is just so overused these days. I'm still gonna say it though. But what I'm seeing here is like really beautiful like bubbles and rainbows and like clouds and just like magic, like just pure like childlike magic. And it's like this path is opening you up to more fully embodying that. I just feel this more sense of like childlike wonder and joy, happiness and fun. And specifically fun is the word that's like boop, lighting up for me. And I feel like that's really what we're gonna have to look forward to, is like more fun in life. And I don't think that you're going to have to work like too hard to get that. I think it's just a matter of like letting yourself have it. Okay, we're back. So yeah, let yourself come out of that cage. It's okay. It's safe to do so. You have the space. Because I'm seeing once you walk out of it, there is the space to just like stretch and open and explore and enjoy and discover. Like there's a whole new world. A whole new world, right? Like a new fantastic place to see, or whatever the lyrics are from Aladdin, but magic, right? Like magic and wishes. Okay, let me see what else we have for you. Number 2. Whoa. This one's important. This one's really wanting to tell you like this is coming. All right. Don't lose faith. Don't lose hope. You're not going to be stuck in this little, you know, dinky little space forever. You're going to be out there enjoying life. That's what you came here to do. You know, life lessons and great and all that, but also having fun. Okay. Anything more? Anything more for group 2? Group 2. Oh. I'll take one more, not the whole deck. All right, here we go. Okay, I always laugh whenever I like see how the cards fly out, because it's like we want to go this way, but then we want to go this way. And it's like this conflicted energy again. Like we had this in pile 1 as well. I feel like you have a tendency to take life pretty seriously. You have a tendency to like get lost in the business of things and like what you need to do and like planning as well. It just seems like you tend to get lost in the logistics. And now I'm seeing you as like an accountant who all they do is like crunch numbers all day. And it's like, your life can't consist of just that. You're literally, you know, it's imbalanced. It's just gray, you know, and you need more color, more fun, things that make life vibrant. No hate to my accountants out there. I'm just saying, like, I mean, I don't know. I just don't think that you could literally crunch numbers all day at work, come home, crunch numbers all day at home, go back to work. Like, you need fun stuff peppered in between. Because then it's like, what's the point? You know, it's like, what are you working towards if you're not going to have fun at any point? So, yeah, there needs to be a bit more balance in that, a bit more moderation of, yes, you know, like you have business things to take care of and things to get done, goals to achieve. And at the same time, it's like, okay, but what about anything you want to see, anything you want to do that's going to bring you joy, anything out there that makes you wonder like, I wonder what that would be like, or what it would be like to visit this place or see this thing over here. Or maybe like talk to these people, join these groups. Like there's a lot of different options around you in that sense of like new stories to add to your life, experiences and adventures. So, yeah, back to this like energy. King of Swords, right? He wants to get things done. He wants like, let's stick to this plan. Very clear, very cut. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And I just keep seeing like spreadsheets with this guy. Like just a big planner. Big, let's get down to business. And then, we have the Page of Wands who's just like, they keep wanting to look out this way, you know? It's like reading a book. Keep the story going. You keep reading to the right. Hopefully that makes sense. But it's like there's also this part of you that wants to go out there and see, and I think it's being a little bit overshadowed by this King of Swords energy. Because this drive in you, I really do feel like it is overshadowing this desire to go out there and adventure a little bit. This is a very strong energy in you, that's for sure. That's why it's coming out as the King, whereas the desire to explore is the Page, which is, you know, a little bit under the King. Not as strong, but still getting up there. You just have to nurture it. Wands, getting out there, exploring, doing, seeing the sights, learning new things. Yeah. You know, it doesn't have to be anything big. You don't have to take like a whole week off. Like, you know, take a day to adventure somewhere new. Talk to new people. Do something out of the ordinary. That's what it is. That's lighting up for me. Do something out of the ordinary. Honestly, I feel like that's it. I feel like they want me to end it on that. They want me to end it on that. All right, group 2, I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope it resonated for you. Let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. We will move on to group 3. What did we have? We had this one. Affirmation for growth. Let me take a look at that. I'm immediately drawn to the cat planting seeds in the back. What can we look forward to for you, group 3? I don't know if this is what you're going to look forward to, but I just feel like this is coming in here first, is that you're very upset or just you're not that ecstatic about how things are going or have gone so far. I just feel like I keep seeing you with like a potted plant, but there's no leaves yet, and you're just like, man, I thought I was gonna have a plant by now. And that doesn't mean it's not coming. It needs more time, but I feel like it is growing. It's already underway. And you know, like when you plant a plant, typically you're not seeing the roots grow. Typically you only realize it's even alive is when like the leaves start coming out, right? And yeah, I feel like we're starting the reading off with a reassurance that the thing you're building is coming. It's growing. Whatever it is you're growing, it's already underway. That I just feel that coming in here so strong, so intuitively, like it is already underway. You don't even have to like peel back the soil and look like, oh, is it growing or not? Like it is. If you're listening to this reading, it is. Okay, so, well, that's a relief to know it's coming. All right, what do we need to know? What is headed our way? Oh my gosh, really? The sun? Like, I could probably end this reading here. You're good. You're good. You're golden. Good things are coming. Duh, here we are. The sun, King of Wands. Whoa. Hierophant. Whoa. All right, anything else? Okay. And the moon. Wow, okay. Let's go. The sun, King of Wands, Hierophant, and the moon. You know, this is interesting. Hang on, I'm like tuning in right now. I feel like you tend to get lost in focusing so much on what you're not seeing that that tends to cloud everything else around you. Because it's like, yeah, what you focus so hard on what you're not seeing, and it's like you put blinkers on your eyes. You know how horses have blinkers where they literally can only like look forward so they don't get spooked around like everything else around them. That's what I'm seeing here, is that it's almost like you're limiting your own view of where you're at, what's possible around you, literally like all the opportunities and joys and experiences that you literally have at your fingertips, just within arm's reach. And it's kind of like you're fencing yourself in with this type of perspective. I don't even know if like these two things are related to one another, where it's like you're so hyper focused on this one thing, you're not seeing anything else. So yeah, which is kind of like, it's a bit confusing here, and I think maybe this is like Spirit's response to you, because I'm getting this sense of confusion, like, we don't get it. Like, you're in such a good place. How, like, why are you putting yourself in a fishbowl? You're not in a fishbowl, you're in the little ocean. Like, you could literally go anywhere, explore anything, go, you know, as high or as low to the depths as you want, but instead you choose to stay in the fishbowl because you're not seeing what you want to see. Like, it's out there. Right? And like, let's see. Okay. I'm getting the sense here, especially with this King of Wands, that where you are right now when you're listening to this video, you're already like at the top of your game. You literally, there's not really that much like limitation that you genuinely have to overcome. You could choose to do what whatever you want to do, but for some reason it's almost like you're not realizing you're in this position, that you are already at the top and you could do literally anything. So why, like, I guess that's the question that maybe I'll dig into here, is that, like, okay, you are where you want to be. You're at the point where you can literally make anything happen. Like, why? Okay. See, that's the confusion that they're giving me here. It's like they're reiterating this, is that you are in this King of Wands energy. You can make anything happen. You can go anywhere. You can tell do anything. And again, it's this sense of like, you're so focused, you're so hyper-focused on getting your seeds to grow. What about the rest of the environment? Like, look around you. Okay. Anything else? Yeah, Page of Cups, like, okay, go explore some other stuff. Go see, like, I'm getting this sense of, like here you're very, very attached to whatever it is that you're trying to make happen. And Page of Cups is more like, oh, I spilled my water. Okay, whatever. Like, I'm just going to go over here and see what else happens. It's very, I don't want to say like happy-go-lucky, but it's very go-lucky. It's very like, like, okay, I'm just going to skip around and just do something else. It's non-attached. It's not detached, but it's just non-attached. It's like lighthearted. It's fluid and willing, which is what they're asking you to do here, because you seem very attached to something and this is going to balance you out. Is like, okay, in the meantime, no need to focus so hard on this. Balance it out with like this type of vibe. Start introducing more of this. It doesn't have to be related to your goals. It can be in a totally different aspect of your life. So long as you're just willing to go out there and, like, divert your attention a bit to other things. Because I'm seeing the scales will start to balance out for you, where you're not so tense and heavily attached to your goal. And then before you know it, your seeds are going to start to grow and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, like, things are happening. Amazing. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles, like, stop focusing so hard on like the thing you want. Like, look, he's even looking at this like little kid. He's like, I'm going to look over here. This is where they want you to look. Oh, that's so funny. This is where they want you to look. Yeah. It's like, it'll help you to focus less so on what you have or don't have and more so on like what's just out there. What can you discover? Okay. Anything else? Three of Wands. Amazing. Yeah. Get out of get out of your bubble. Get out of your bubble. I feel, yeah, this is saying like, invest more energy into other things, exploring. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're like overly focused on this work or this hobby or passion. And it's like, focus on this Page of Cups. Filling up that cup. Filling up that cup. All right, group 3. I feel like that is it for you. Let me know how that resonated in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.